Good morning, everyone. Today is April the 9th, 2021. This is StockCast, your pre-market show. My name is James Mason. With me is Todd Derby. Todd, how you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I am doing well. So let's do a quick update of the market before we get started. Dow futures are currently up 79 points. S&P 500 up 5 3/4 points. And it is being reported that Prince Philip has passed away. So we'll probably watch his funeral for the next month, since some American media tends to obsess over that. Not sure why, but nonetheless, I guess it's still sad. He was like 95, but that's today's news, everyone. That's today's news. It might come off like a dark cloud with me reporting it. I don't know. Well, Todd, what's going on?
Well, every day we say how slow and how it is. I don't know if this is and I'm not trying to be political when I say this, but it just seems like maybe we're into a turnover in the market where these morning gappers aren't there because of our new administration. I'm not sure. But again, not only the scans I'm looking at, but other forums you kind of go through and read stuff that people are saying is just there's not the gap uppers that the morning gappers that we're used to are in play. So you have to be more careful with your trades. Exactly.
I mean, we could always depend on President Trump when he was in office to give us that tweet. Now, yeah. I'll be honest. I'd say 70% of the time it was always going against the position I was in. That's the way it always felt like.
Yeah, we never knew which way he was going to move the market, but he definitely moved the market.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Biden will step it up, start tweeting. I think it'd be good for him. It'd be good as long as they're tweeting positive stuff about the trades I'm in. I'm cool with that. I am cool with that. All right. So let's talk about, instead of just gossiping, let's talk about stuff to save people today. All right. Ticker AFMD. They released some stuff about a phase 1 study, and it doesn't seem to be really doing much. I mean, yeah, we are up 36%, but this thing is getting shorted, guys. Not by me, but we know that there are groups actively shorting this. They're getting into this right now to beat it down. So watch out. Watch out if you're trying to go long in AFMD right now. Todd, do you have anything to say about this one?
Yeah, the only thing I read, there's a market maker that's a part of promotes funds. Adam Feurenstein, he's in this ticker, and he's got a pretty good track record of bio stocks going long. So for me, it's with the gap up and then it's going sideways right now. I'm going to watch it. I'm not sure if this would be a short for me today because he's in it, but there may be a potential long play here, especially if it can break that pre-market high of 11.29 right now. So I'll watch it here at the 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock hour and see when some new money comes into it and when it does. But so me, it's on my watch list today.
All right. So let's get into the ticker that this show is all about. Everyone's wanting to know. POAI. If you are not 100%, actually, if you're not 110% leveraged into this, what are you doing with your lives right now, guys? I'm just kidding. Man, this thing is starting to push up pretty well. Now, with any stock that's, pushing up, especially a smaller cap, just because it starts making that first pretty stout run, that doesn't mean that it's going to continue to just keep going up. There's going to be a lot of bag holders from the past who are just so desperate to get out. And if they can minimize their losses somewhat or just take a couple cents in profit, they're going to be looking to bail. So this thing will probably just kind of, it made a nice push up. It'd be nice if it kept pushing up and just squeezing out. But you just don't know. So this thing will probably just kind of keep, I don't know why I'm doing it with my hand. I'll have to show you on the chart. We'll probably just keep dancing around here, consolidating, maybe push up, pull back some. Pulling back some is going to scare everybody. Everybody's going to be jumping in my comments like, James, this is killing us. It went down 6 cents. What are we going to do? And then it's going to break out and do whatever it does later on in the future. Now, I do have a target price range between $4 to $6. And, absolutely just like perfect world here. Like perfect world, everything falling into place. And it probably won't happen. This thing, if everything lined up, guys, it potentially could go up to 1580. Now, we're talking like the float has to be bought up entirely. They'd have to release catalysts. At the same time, literally market makers were covering on the rest of their 3 million shares and just squeezing everybody out. So I'm not banking on that. My target price range is going to be between $4 to $6, and we'll see what happens. I expect this one, even though it's pushing up nicely, since yesterday and into today so far, unless there's just something significant happens, I do expect this one to take, multi-weeks, maybe another month or two, just to be real and to be honest with y'all. So don't get over leveraged here. Don't put yourself in a position to where your entire trading account is just caught up into this single trade, because chances are you're probably going to be waiting a while. That's just what I want to say, just so y'all know. But I am all for APRE. That's not even the right ticker.
You have the right letters. But you said them all jumbled.
I know, right? It's a puzzle. I'm all for POAI. You guys remember APOP? Well, for me, this is my next APOP. So it's about patience. It's a waiting game. And when you get opportunity, you take opportunity. Meaning the opportunity is when it spikes up. So nobody knows where this is going to go. No one knows where any stock is going to go in the stock market. So you need to make your plan. I have my plan. My target price range is between $4 to $6. But if I start seeing momentum die, let's just say if it gets into that $3 range, I'll start taking some trades or some shares off the table here. So that's my plan. Let me know in the comments if you guys have a plan or not. All right, let's see what we got going on in the comments today. Man, just like the pre-market, the comments are slow too.
Yeah.
Snow, it ain't snowing. Let's take a look at ticker SNOW. Let's see. Let me look this one up on the black box real quick. I know this thing was alerting. Pretty sure it's alerting bearish. All right. So this thing has been alerting bearish for a little while now. And, it's just kind of been chopping back and forth, to be honest. I am not sure exactly what all was going on with this company. I traded it one time before, but it wasn't even, I honestly, I can't remember if I even made money or lost money on it. But let's see, just looking at it from a technical setup. I'm just looking at some stuff, guys. So we're looking like we are going to have some consolidation right here, at least on this 9 EMA. Hopefully it can hold up and break out above. Let me draw a trend line. Really need to see it break above this 252 range. I mean, yeah, we're talking 19 points away from it, but truthfully, to start seeing that uptrend again, you can see where I drew that yellow line and how it responds when it breaks above it and when it breaks below it. That's the breakout point. We need to see it get back above that before it starts uptrending again, and probably see a strong resistance right at here about 325 overall, unless if they have a strong catalyst. But me personally, if I was ever going to trade this, and right now, just because I don't really know much about the company, I don't see myself swing trading this as of yet, but I'd have to wait to see this thing break above 252.41. See what else we got.
Question about BPTH.
BPTH, man. I hate BPTH. Actually, I don't. It only got me one time. This ticker has always treated me nicely until I day traded it the other day. And this is the day I day traded it on and got smoked. But it is what it is. Long term, I am bullish on BPTH. If this thing could really squeeze out, I do have a price target at $42. I'll draw a line for y'all. So roughly right in here off the top of these highs. Now, again, perfect world scenario. This thing is a low float. This is a legitimate company, guys. BPTH, they have quite a few different catalysts in the pipeline for 2021. This thing might work out. This, I'm talking about this big, long, powerful trade that I'm envisioning here. This thing will probably work out, I say, maybe third quarter, fourth quarter, somewhere in there, just depending on when they release this catalyst. But this thing, in a sense, I kind of wish this pop did not happen. I'm sorry, not that one right there. We made killer money on that one. I wish that pop didn't happen, not because I took a loss in a day trade, but I like to see it go sideways on the daily chart for a while. And the reason why is if it goes sideways on the daily chart for a while without these pops, it's like a coil that just keeps tightening up. And eventually, once it tightens up so much and they release the catalyst, boom, it explodes. So, yeah. Again, I'm kind of expecting Q3, Q4 for BPTH to really take its next major run, unless if they just drop a catalyst on us sometime soon. But I don't expect that quite yet. So that's what I see for BPTH. Again, I don't have a position in this currently. I've kind of been in and out, just trying to get some fillers. I plan to start entering again probably when I get out of some of these other swing trades that I'm in. But when I say enter, I'm just going to gradually scale in 500 shares at a time. So that is ticker BPTH.
Dan's asking about ticker APRE, Apple, Paul, Robert, Echo. And he's got an entry target of $7.04.
All right. That's update on the short interest, 1.3 million shares, 9.2% of the float. Outstanding shares, 21.2 million. Float, 14.2 million. I like the share structure. I like that it's a pharmaceutical bio company. What the heck? So they actually did get some news this morning, and I am surprised that it's actually down 14 cents.
Something with he's saying something about an orphan drug?
Yeah. Hold on, let me just look this one over for you. So we do know that they have catalysts in the pipeline. So that's good there. Hold on, I'm just trying this out, guys. Okay, so for this thing to really start getting some momentum in it, and it needs to break above 625, to be honest. Let's see. If we break above 625, we could test that 711 range again. But this thing is going to be kind of challenging to really break above this. Now, since this is relatively just recently that they had this major gap down, and with this, I'm not sure why. This gap down happened on December 28th, just this past year. This thing is probably going to trend sideways for a little bit, but really this is going to take a significant catalyst to pull this one out. So I'm curious to know why this thing had gap down so much. But like long term, I mean, this will probably end up being an alert of mine. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I just need to see it keep trending sideways. But to give you a more of an answer that you're kind of looking for, me personally, I'm just going to be honest. Me personally, if I had your entry in this, the moment that I could break even, I would get out. That's just me personally. I'd break even, hopefully, and then get out, and then let it just keep trending sideways, whatever it's going to be, even if it did take a little bit of a pop. And the reason why, look how far away this 200 EMA line is. It's currently at 1672. So this thing is going to take some time coming off this major gap down to kind of start working its way back up. It needs to trend sideways. They need to get some catalysts out there in the market and really just get some people who were burned in that gap down out of this trade entirely. Because those are going to be the people who will keep screwing this up for everyone who's trying to jump into this now. Like I was talking about with POAI earlier, some of those people are so over leveraged in their trade, they could have 100,000 shares, and 100,000 shares every 10 cents. That's big money going for or against you. So if they're down, 40, 50 cents, they're begging for mercy. And if it goes up 20 cents in their favor, hey, they're willing to just cut their losses, take back somewhat of their money just to get out, to stop the pain. And that's what's going to keep happening right here for a while with ticker APRE. These people who just get smoked in that gap down, if this goes up, 2 to 3 points, let's just say, hypothetically, those people are going to just try to cut losses to maintain anything in their account, and it's going to just keep dropping and dropping and dropping and just chop around. So long term, we need to see this thing play out sideways for my benefit. I mean, I'm just going to selfishly say it. For my benefit, see it play sideways for a while, and then I'll make an alert later on in the year about it, see what we can get out of it. But yeah, I know that's kind of wordy. I'm sorry about that, but just kind of doing a brain dump on everyone.
No, it's good information for them to process. Try to figure out a strategy how to exit out of it. What he's got to do.
I mean, and that's just kind of like when you're trading, guys. Like how it's like real wordy. Those are just like natural thoughts running through my mind. I'm not saying you have to think exactly like that. But that when you approach something, like this in a situation like this, or trading in general, you constantly have to think of the what ifs. You have to try to think about what's the psychology everyone else is having right here, how many people are upside down from this point to this point? How long ago was this point? That's recently. If you were in this situation and this happened to you, what would you be doing if it moved back up to $8, almost $9? I'd probably be trying to get out. It's like having a bucket full of rats. They're going to do whatever they can to get out of that bucket if you put a fire underneath it. And it's all about survival. So that's how you have to kind of view this stuff. Or at least that's the way I view it. All right, let's read some comments real quick. Let's see. Ooh, Trey, that's a pretty good question. To be honest with you, Trey, I'm gonna look this up because man, you piqued my curiosity. But at the same time, I don't know anything about really crypto or this ticker. So this is ticker EQOS. Again, I don't know anything about this. Trey, I appreciate this. This is actually, I like unique stuff. This is unique. It's refreshing. Just going to try to pull up some data on it. EQOS. So I'm sure a lot of y'all know more about this than I do. This is apparently a NASDAQ listed crypto exchange. So short interest, last shares for the update is 579,000 shares being shorted, 2% of the float. It's no big deal there. Shares outstanding, 37.3 million shares. Float, 26.8 million. I like that. I like that share structure. And okay, so looking back on crypto, I was all against crypto in the beginning. I didn't think crypto would be anything, to be honest. And obviously I'm wrong. But one of the main reasons why I was always against crypto is because all the scammers who just kind of adopted it. It was the new thing to just hustle people. So that's what really turned me off about the whole crypto industry. But now, since there's kind of being regulations put into place here, I do feel more at ease with it. And it's obviously going to be the future. So seeing this one being listed, this is an actual, an exchange, crypto exchange. And if they can obviously pull in people to their exchange, and as those fees start processing, that's obviously going to push up their financials. Sorry guys, I'm thinking aloud and I'm just kind of like running through some of their fundamentals as well. But it's going to push up their financials, for one. And if they can manage to, obviously stay in the game here, because we are now kind of embarking into this phase where everybody and their mom is going to start trying to open up their own crypto exchange. But if they can actually stay in the game long term, this thing could probably be huge. Now, we see that it IPO'd back here, went sideways overall, have some spikes, whatever, took a dip for whatever reason, and skyrocketed for whatever reason. But now we're almost to the beginning. And I like that. Currently sitting at around $11.20 pre-market here. But this is now giving me enough data to where I can kind of start keeping eyes on this. For me, it's a little too early to enter back in, or not enter back in, but to make an entry here. I still think it's going to kind of go sideways a little bit. It might dance above that 200 EMA line on the daily chart. But I do like the fact that we're kind of hanging out around this support around 10. This might be something. I'm actually going to put some alerts in right here. I would like to take a look at this again in about a month, or if these alerts trigger, to just kind of see what it's doing. But I absolutely love the share structure on this. If they can bust out some good financials, some good earnings, this thing has great potential with that small share structure. Trey, you're the man. You're the man. I'll tell you right now.
Trey.
Yeah. Long-term Trey, this one, I'll tell you for real, this is going to make me money later in the future. I don't know when, but I know it will. All right. So everyone, it is Friday. Pre-market is slow as crap. And you know how Fridays are. Keep those position sizes small. Trading wise, I'm honestly, well, actually, I know I'm not even going to take any day trades today. I didn't even day trade yesterday. Lately, with the volume being so light pre-market, man, it's been screwing up my day trades. So I'm going to actually kind of hold off or really scale down a lot on day trading because my swing trades have just been on fire. And that's what only thing I care about. I just care about making money. I don't care how long. I don't care if I make it short in a short time frame or a longer time frame. If I make it a longer time frame, I make a lot more because it gives me a chance to scale in. But hey, anyways, y'all trade safe. Lock in profits if you have them, or move your stop loss up at least, and continue on to the next day. There will always be another trade, guys, and then there will always be another opportunity to make money. So if you miss an entry, don't worry about it. It may pull back. You may be able to get that entry again, but don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and lakes that you're used to.
You mentioned that we got 3 or 4 bio plays that are in the green right now. And if you're in those plays, protect your trades. Be smart about it and understand that there's a couple that are going to have FDA announcements on Monday, and you want to make sure you're in a situation where if they have bad news, you're going to watch one really, really pretty red candle gobble up everyone's profits. So be smart, be careful, and there's nothing wrong with locking in some profits.
Yeah, and just really quick, because I know people are going to ask me this 100 times later, and for you guys who are watching this live right now, when you see these questions, you can tell them, James is not selling POAI right now. I have a crap ton of shares. My average is $1.46. Yesterday, a lot of you knew from the Twitter alerts. Let me pull it up. I'll show you. Yesterday, after hours, let's see where we at. That's not it. That's today. Right in here. In this candlestick, I literally told everybody at 3:10 Central Time, which is this candle right here, I was going to try to make a push, but it was really to keep the volume up. I laid into this for another 30,000 shares at the top. I intentionally did it just to show those orders going through. I did bite the bullet. I'm a hero. I know it. You know it. And so I am not selling, guys. I'm not selling.
James can.
Yes, I am not selling. And I'm tired of that. It'll move up 10 cents. Everybody asks, James, did you get out? No, it moved up 10 cents, guys. I trade for dollars, not pennies. So, no.
All right. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Everybody trade safe and take care. Be safe this weekend. And we will see y'all in the next one.